Hello everyone, today I want to show simple but yet effective N8N flow. It's AI Dietitian that helps you log your calories by picture, voice input, and it's able to store it in a database, and it also can answer some specific questions related to diet or your calorie input. So let's see a demo of a simple voice message. I'm gonna send it on Telegram and I'm gonna say, hey, today for breakfast I had cappuccino and omelette with cheese. So simple idea like that, and we can see how our flow is being executed. So if we're gonna go internet, on internet is checking all the facts about our food, the calories, protein, going back to AI, and we're gonna create entry in our database, and it's gonna send us message on Telegram back. All right, let's open Telegram. Your breakfast of cappuccino and omelette with cheese uh, equals to 450 calories, 20 grams carbs, 25 grams of protein, and 1.2 grams of sodium. So this data, we are storing it in Airtable. So I'm showing you a table here, cappuccino and omelette, and it's being entered in the database here. So second demo I wanted to show, it's gonna be more precise if we actually send a picture, the photo of our food, and based on our food, AI is gonna estimate the size of our portion, size of the potato here, size of the chicken, a little bit of salad, and based on that, it's gonna pick up all of the facts. So we got a response back. Your meal of chicken stroganoff with mashed potato with spinach and potatoes contains 550 calories, 55 carbs, and 35 grams of protein. I'm actually a little bit surprised I didn't put a caption of what actually it is on the picture, but it was a chicken stroganoff, and you actually was able to pick it up relatively quick. And yeah, obviously this also stores in a database, and I can basically also ask um, how many calories did I consume today? And I'll click on the test workflow because I don't have this workflow active. So today we consumed approximately 1,000 calories, so 75 grams of carbs, 60 grams of protein, based on the meals we've logged, which is cappuccino and omelette and cheese, and chicken stroganoff with mashed potatoes, spinach, and tomatoes. So those exactly two we just logged, and that was a quick and simple demo of the functionality. Now let's review the blueprint of the agent. So we all start with the Telegram trigger. If you'd like to use WhatsApp or any other trigger, it's all up to you. I'm using Telegram in my case. It always goes to the node for the switch. So we will separate our output to voice, text, and the photo outputs. So starting from voice, it's probably the most simplest one. We're just getting this voice message, we're transcribing it to text, and we're sending back to our AI agent. So same idea with text, we're just gonna set a text variable and send it back to our agent. And the most complicated part of this flow is the photo input. So we'll have to split the caption, and there is also a reason for this. So we'll be splitting a caption, we'll be setting it as a separate variable. We'll also download the image and we'll convert it to the binary format so we can send it to our analyze image AI node. And we're also adding the caption to the node. As a part of the instruction for this node, we're just telling it it's food and nutrition assistant, and we're asking it to estimate nutritious value based on serving weight and obviously the food that's presenting on a picture. We're asking it to be realistic and assume average portions. And also, if it's we're unsure, just make a best guess. We're also adding user message as a part of the prompt. So, and the reason is if there's some sort of specific food, specific ingredient, I'd like to specify. So I can just simply type, hey, this is a McFlurry from McDonald's, and we'll also understand this is this particular item and will be more precise at its estimations. So we'll also split out the caption, and we'll send both our estimations and the user input from the caption to our ultimate assistant. Also, for the same reason, for assistant to understand what exactly did user prompt. And as a prompt for our main agent, we're just telling it it's helpful AI dietitian. The input that's coming in JSON format comes from calorie estimator, and we're using image to text. We give it example of the format that might potentially arrive to this agent. We're giving some short instructions that after we receive the input, prepare short summary. Please confirm logging only after you run the tool, create entry, and if daily calorie goal is known, mention the progress. So if I said, hey, my calorie limit is 2000, it will also update me whether I'm getting close to the limit or I'm actually already over the goal that I've already inputted. So we also might have a case where a user just asks a question about their diet, about what they should eat. So we ask our AI agent to answer clearly and use tools. For example, you can use the web search to pick up some recipe or use it for brainstorming. So some of the tools we have, obviously it's our database. We're getting record from database. We can update the entry. So if I said, hey, I had a coffee, and then I had a coffee with milk, our AI agent is able to go back and actually update the entry. We're also able to delete. And we have a web search. I'm using Tavily. Some people might use SERP API, I think that's called. But basically, what it does, it searches information on web. In my case, it tries to get most relevant information and nutrition about nutritious value of the products. And I also have a calculator node. It helps with just estimating the daily consumption. If I'm asking about the weekly numbers, it's able to run them. And just some general instructions about tone and behavior. I'm giving it time, so it understands if I'm asking about the yesterday calorie input. It understands to retrieve the entries from yesterday. So that's the instruction. That's briefly we talked about the tools we are using. So they are all here. Just for model, in this case, I have GPT 4.1 mini just for the cost. It's relatively cheap cost, and it has a large token window. It works for my case. I had some issues with 4.0, and I think it could have been due to API calls. So for some reason I had too many, and 4.1 works better in this scenario. And a simple note just to send the response back. And that's all about the blueprint of this agent. Feel free to comment in this video, and I'm more than welcome to share this with you for your learning purposes, or whether you want to replicate same idea of AI dietitian. So that's all I have for you today. Thanks a lot for sticking with me till the end. Leave your questions in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe.